Yeah. Okay. There we go. All right. Good evening, everyone. I'd like to call Thursday, March 13th board meeting to order. Lucy, will you call the roll, please?
Okay, Supervisor Conlon.
Here.
Our Township Manager is absent. Trustees Bowman.
Here.
Sands.
Here.
Newport DK.
Here.
Will Height. Here. Assessor Herr is absent. Director Gillen.
Here.
And Director Marks is absent, excused. And the Highway Superintendent.
Here. Okay, please stand and join me in the Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. You said that over here. I heard it.
Thank you. Okay, next is Freedom of Information Act requests. Those are already in the document. We'll just move on from there. Next is public comment. Anybody wishing to speak, please come to the podium. Anyone? Okay, not seeing anybody come forward. We'll move forward to the approval of board meeting minutes of February 13th, 2025. Can I have a motion?
Motion.
Second.
Okay, any questions?
Yes.
Okay.
Under number 9,
Okay.
a motion from Trustee Bowman, seconded audit from 1/1 to 1/1. It should be 1/31.
Yep, that's right. 1/125 to 1/31.
Yep.
Got it.
Thank you.
Anything else? Okay, we have a motion and a second to approve with correction. Lucy, you call the roll.
Trustee Bowman.
Yes.
Trustee Wilhite.
Yes.
Supervisor Conlon.
Yes?
Trustee Sands.
Yes.
And Trustee Newport DK.
Yes.
Okay, next is committee meeting minutes. Can I have a motion to accept the committee of the whole meeting from February 26th, the community center committee from February 21st, the communication committee from February 20th, highway from February 25th.
So moved.
Second.
Any changes or questions? Okay.
On committee of the whole, number 6,
Number 6.
my report, I did wish Clerk Party a happy birthday, but the thank you for 14 years of service was for Susan Dillon.
Okay.
And then also,
I think that was right, but go on.
under the 5013 part of that report, that the mission statement would be shared after the committee approves it.
Yep.
That's just not in the notes. We didn't have it in the notes.
Oh, I see. Well,
Because I
the
asked,
committee of the 503 entity was formed, and, okay, it has nothing in there, okay.
I had asked about that.
Okay.
And those are the changes. On that one,
Before it's the entire board, is that correct?
pardon me? Yeah. And then I have another change.
Okay.
Highway meeting,
Highway.
number 5.
All right, let me get that 1 second. Okay.
Under number 5, I had just asked for a list of the comparisons that they had, when Brett was talking about the changes that they wanted. They said they had other municipalities that they were using as an example, and I had asked for an email to see what they were talking about, or a summary of what they were talking about.
So you're talking about 4, actually, employees from the highway department.
Oh, yes, I'm sorry, I had written it
Right.
down there, yes.
Okay, no, that's fine. I just want to make sure I have it right. So I know that I believe Ted had copies of that. I don't know whether to get them all or not, but I will ask him to forward you the copies. Those are from the municipalities.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you, that's it.
All right, anything else from anybody? Okay, there's a motion and a second?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so can we have a motion? We already have a motion and a second with correction.
Okay.
Sorry.
Trustee Wilhite. Yes. Trustee Bowman.
Yes.
Supervisor Conlon.
Yes.
Trustee Sands.
Yes.
And Trustee Newport DK.
Yes.
Okay, next is the approval of the board audit from February 1st, 2025 to February 28th, 2025.
The supervisor's going to read it because my eyes don't want to go work
Today.
today, work tomorrow.
General Account Fund, $164,008.04. General Assistance Fund, $4,456.08. General Road Fund, $14,904.15. Permanent Road Fund, $83,853.85. Park Maintenance Fund, $15,858.26. Cemetery Fund, $5,807.30, for a total all funds of $288,887.68. Can we have a motion to accept the audit as read?
Motion.
Pick one.
Pick one.
Who did it?
Me and
Oh, you want to split it?
No.
everybody share.
I don't know if we've ever done that. I'll try it. Okay, Trustee Bowman?
Are there any corrections or questions before we move on? Laura beat a beat this time, so.
Yeah, I didn't have any questions.
Okay, good. Thank you. All right, move on to the roll.
Okay.
Sorry.
Okay, Trustee Bowman?
Yes.
Trustee Ufordike?
Yes.
Supervisor Powell?
Yes.
Trustee Sam?
Yes.
Trustee Wilson?
Yes.
And Trustee Ufordike, I get you?
Yes.
Got them all, okay.
Okay, next, monthly updates from elected officials and department heads. Okay, first, just an update. Our new bus will be arriving, I believe, tomorrow. It was supposed to be early in the week, but I just got a new update that it'll be here tomorrow about 9:30. So if Brett could be available to meet with me in the new bus, that would be great here at Town Hall. Okay? Cemetery met today. We'll have minutes later on in a future meeting. Township manager's report is in the board packet. Health and wellness report is also in the packet, and so is the assessor. So I have two things to report. One, just a reminder that the Lake Zurich Area Chamber of Commerce is holding their annual expo. This year it will be at the YMCA on April 5th, and they've shortened their hours. It's going to be from 9 to noon. All welcome to come. And the second one is an update from the Village of Lake Zurich. They are planning a massive update to the roads in downtown Lake Zurich starting their end of April is what they're saying right now. So the whole road will be torn up.
Main Street?
Yeah, Main Street from the Promenade to Midlothian. So they have lots of sewer work to do and a few and utilities projects to go in there, and more landscaping or streetscaping, I guess you want to call it. And of course the roads will be repaved. They're starting this time because they have a lot of projects to work around. There's Alpine Fest, there's the marathon, there's Rock the Block. So I'm just getting the word out that the bus service has already been contacted as far as the school goes, but the highway will be impacted, of course, a little bit. Let's go around the other way. So just let everybody know it's going to be congested for a while. And I'll try alternate routes. Okay? That's all I have today. So, Clerk Prouty, any report?
No?
Okay.
Well, really, I was just surprised that we got to the situation when, after 35 years, that we have to have security, but it looks nice.
I can't promise we'll have to go every month. But
Yeah. Okay.
glad to have you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. You want to talk about election? You want to talk about the election?
Yeah.
Early voting starts on St. Patrick's Day. And
At the library.
At the library. And it finishes the Saturday before April 1st. Everybody thinks you're going to vote on Monday before the election on Tuesday. There is no election on Monday before Tuesday. So we'll get a million calls here. So that's it. Do your duty, vote.
Okay. Trustee Bowman, any?
I think I'll wait for Mike, any updates on
Okay. Trustee
truck
Bowman?
deliveries.
Oh, sorry.
For
Sorry. Trustee Bowman?
No, nothing, thank you.
Okay. Trustee Fadike?
Just to encourage people to please vote. This Tuesday I was at the school board candidate forum, it's so important in our, voting. So, that's it.
I saw it on Facebook and it was not well attended, was it?
I wish more people would really get it.
I didn't see where it was advertised either, though.
There's a lot of people online. There's a lot of views of the recap. I couldn't make it, so I watched it later.
Okay.
And thank you to the police officer for being here. Thank you.
Okay, Trustee Sims?
Really nothing other than, the Calvary Betsy released for us up to date with everything. She's doing a good job. Sarah will be back June, fingers crossed. And everything seems to be progressing well. So,
Maybe kindergarten.
Well,
Anything else or anybody? Okay.
that's it.
All right. Go ahead, Mike. You were ready to stand, if you don't mind.
Fine with me.
He's ready.
Good evening, everybody.
Good evening.
Good evening.
For the last couple of years, our engineer's opinion of probable cost for our road resurfacing is right around our budgeted amount of $500,000. Since we are bidding jointly with the Village of Killdeer and the Village of Long Grove, the bids have been coming in significantly lower than our budgeted amount. This year we are paving in Forest Lake subdivision, and we're going to try to add a few more roads to get as much completed as we can within our budgeted amount that we have. If the bids come in over our budgeted amount, it is stated in our contract that the township expressly reserves the right to remove any roads or portions thereof included in the 2025 road program. Any reductions shall not result in any adjustment to the contract or the unit price. So we're going to try to get as much bang for our buck as we can with our $500,000 this year in Forest Lake.
And do we know when that will be starting, or when the bids will go out for that?
It'll probably be midsummer or late summer. We'll probably pave early fall again.
Early fall?
The Knox Park parking lot resurfacing has been put out to bid with a proposed bid opening date of April 1st, with the bid recommendation in by April 3rd, so that can be added to the agenda for the April board meeting. And as of right now, I don't have any more updates on any vehicles that are coming in. We did get the body for, we got a quote for the body for truck 4, the service body. It was right around $55,000. We're still debating between Jeff and Brett which chassis to go with, whether we're going to go with a Chevy or a Ford. So I think they're leaning towards the Ford because it's got the heavier front end. So that's all I have. Is there any questions?
Any updates on grants?
On the Park Valley, nothing from Darren. We will be talking to him tomorrow, though.
What parking lot did you get this? This parking lot?
The west parking lot.
Okay.
And the reason we're doing this early is to not impact camp, just so you know that. Okay. And it's football then, so we have to get it done before both those activities start. Yes. Oh, and just for the record, we did receive the grant for the DECO. We did receive the money from the DECO grant for the Kennedy Park, which was $48,000, I believe. So we did, and I cashed it today, so.
The pickleball courts, the screens, when are those going to go up?
The screens are in.
Okay. Yeah, I know.
I was telling Gloria today that when I ordered them, the gentleman that I talked to there, he recommended that we go with black instead of the dark green. He said for some reason the black stand up to the UV better than the green does.
Right, when are they going up?
April 1st.
April 1st. Okay.
April 1st, the courts will be open, I'm sorry, so they'll be
Okay.
going up before.
Okay. The course is open April 1st.
April Fools.
Yes.
Could be.
Okay. Thank you. Someone was just asking
You're not
about
going
that.
to April Fool's us on all these things on April 1st, are you?
No.
No, okay.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Pretty much everything is in the board report, aside from people have received their newsletters today, which is great timing. Nice and busy tomorrow. But everyone seems to be receiving them very well. Our new programs that we started this year, i.e. Year of Fear, have been going very well, in addition to other committees' art programs, so we're really happy about that. You mentioned April 1st, and I would be remiss if I didn't mention that that will be Jim's 40th birthday.
Oh.
I know. And then April 19th will be Vicky's 50th, and May 1st will be Joe's 30th.
Wow.
I know.
Celebrating.
It's pretty.
Who is the 50?
Vicki.
Okay.
And then Lisa's birthday is on April 27th birthday. So
21st?
April 22nd.
No, her 21st birthday.
Yes. Yes.
And my daughter's 19th.
Okay.
I think we covered everybody.
And I think there's an election after.
Right. Joe, what's your birthday?
So other than that, we have been trudging along. Like I said, things have been very busy. Thank you very much to the highway department. They came and installed a stainless steel shelf for me in the kitchen, which has made it much more organized. And then they came over and saved the day today because my oven wasn't working.
You gotta have that soda bread. Who fixed the oven? Is that something that happened?
They did. Pilot, come in the pilot like my house. Must have been from cooking 85 pounds of corned beef yesterday.
Yeah, could be.
But yeah, other than that, if anybody has any questions.
No, I thought your newsletter was beautiful, and I got mine 2 days ago.
Yeah.
It caught my eye for some reason.
So I'll let you guys get back to me on what the title is and see who.
Okay. Thank you. Any questions? Dr. Dillon? Okay, we'll move on. Okay, next on the agenda. Okay. Okay, annual town meeting notice and agenda. Can we have a motion to approve the agenda for the annual town meeting on April 8th, 2025 at 7 p.m.?
Motion. Second.
Gotcha.
Any questions? Okay, Lucy, we call the roll.
Trustee Bowman?
Yes.
Trustee Sands?
Yes.
Trustee Fortike?
Yes.
Supervisor Poundland?
Yes.
And Trustee Brooker?
Yes.
Next is a resolution 2025-01, opposed township consolidation or elimination. I'd like to have a motion to approve this resolution with one adjustment, that it is introduced by the 104th Illinois General Assembly, not the 113th.
Motion.
And also the new version had the last paragraph moved up before whereas. So in case you didn't get that one, I left copies on your desk. Okay, any questions?
It was just a little unclear. I received this in trying to research this after Monday. The summary says it only affects counties that are under 50,000 people. But then it also, reading the 23-page document, it talks about a lot of other things. So, I mean, have you spoken to the attorneys about this? It's a lot to read.
It is a lot to read. Again, it's just gone through to the first step, which is the committee. The second and the third bill that I mentioned here don't apply to us technically.
Correct.
That's 2217 and 2515. Those two bills call for elimination or consolidation for townships under 5,000 residents to be to be dissolved.
And on the bill,
But the 2504, first part of the law talks about removing the assessors for 50,000. If you have less than 50,000 residents, then it would eliminate the assessor's office. But we don't have that, and that's with the counties. That would never happen to us because we have way more than that in this county. So that doesn't apply to us. The only portion that applies to us is the second half, where it talks about consolidating, or actually talks about reducing the threshold for needing signatures from 10% to 5% to get the abolishment or consolidation of townships on a ballot for vote. That's the only change. That's how it affects us. Mm-hmm. So the first part of that law does not apply to us at all. It is possible that once they start reviewing all this at the Senate and the committees, that they'll separate the two separate bills. We don't know. But this resolution was given to us from TOI and asking us to support to pass this, to show our support.
So we are voting to support not combining any townships, even
Correct.
if they're under 5,000.
Correct. In solidarity of all townships in Illinois.
Consolidate.
To not consolidate townships in Illinois, correct. Okay.
Has anybody talked to, like, anybody at the state level? Do they,
We
know if they're for it or against it?
Well, that's why we're going down to Springfield next week to see what their opinions are. We have appointments right now scheduled with State Rep Nabila, and we also have a meeting with Senator Hills scheduled for Wednesday.
I spoke with State Representative Saeed yesterday, and I just told her I had some numbers that Susan had given me from the community center, how many people that we service in the highway department, all the things you do as well. She's been receiving calls to support this bill from people, so she said any testimonials we have, instead of having just, saying we support it, any testimonials on how the township has improved their life, whatever, would be helpful in the email version.
Okay, well, we also, Ted and I were at the community center on Monday. We had a draft of a petition that we were there to answer questions to whoever was there, and they all signed a petition, and they also signed a letter to go to Springfield with us next week.
I also dropped those off at the Forest Lake Board meeting, and they'll be dropping them off. I dropped off those petitions at the Forest Lake Board meeting, and they should be dropping them off for you to take as well.
Okay, and then I also received some from the chamber today as well, and we have a stack here, and anybody who comes in, we've been trying to ask them to sign it as well. Because obviously they're coming here for services, and they're receiving them, so they want to see us continue, so. So, do we have a motion to accept
I have a motion, but no second.
Okay. Who motioned?
Motion. Second. We're splitting it.
I seconded it.
You did?
Yeah, I did.
Oh, sorry.
You said that he motioned and I seconded.
Well, now my ears are gone. That's okay. All right, no problem. You're a great job. Trustee Bowman? Yes. Trustee Ufordike? Yes. Trustee Wilhite?
I'm going to abstain. I just want to read the whole bill, and I haven't had a chance to do it.
You know that goes with the majority.
I'm sorry, what?
That goes with the majority.
I know.
Extension.
I just don't feel I had enough.
Okay, they get Supervisor Powell,
Yes.
and they get
Yes.
Trustee Sands?
Yes.
Okay, we got them all?
Yes, I believe we do.
Can't interrupt my thinking.
That's right. Okay, next. 2025 Lake Zurich baseball and softball field contract. Can we have a motion to approve the agreement with the 2024-2025 with a yearly maintenance fee of $500?
Yes.
Motion. I'll second.
Any questions?
Yep.
Okay.
So just in general, and this is after someone called and asked this of me, the amount for the baseball and softball is $500 and the Flames is $4,000. Just the difference in the pricing. I know the Flames use 2 fields, but it's quite a bit difference in pricing.
Well, Flames this year has asked, since Ela Township Community Park is no longer being used by lacrosse, Flames is now going to be using that field for practice. So we passed that same fee over to the Flames for $1,000. And it was increased by an additional $500 because now they are going to be also using that field for the next 10 weeks for 2 nights of practice.
Plus, baseball does a lot of their own, as we've discussed in our meetings before.
I'm just saying the community asked me at first, so I just wanted to make sure it was covered.
They do a lot of
And-
their own striping and maintenance of the field. So the baseball does all their own work,
Right.
as does the soccer group. So we compensate them for the sweat equity that they put into the contracts. So.
The concession stand, they also get the use of the concession stand, so that's another reason why they pay a little bit more.
I remember these discussions. I just wanted to
That's fine.
record so everybody knew that what was going on. Do we also ask them for a certificate of liability insurance? We do. Okay, so I didn't see that in here.
I believe it is in our insurance.
I didn't see in the baseball contract anything about listing us on their website. It says on signage, but not on their website.
Okay, well, the insurance is on the top of page 3 for baseball.
Okay, I didn't see it doesn't say certificate of liability, it just says certificate
Of insurance, and it shows what limits they need to be, the $1 million and the $2 million, so that's what that means.
So that every contract that we undergo with and sign, those are the minimum requirements that they have to have, insurance as well. So there's a standard procedure in the contractual arrangement that they have to have all of that updated and so.
This is the contract, right?
Yep.
So, and how...
And number 3 is this affiliate shall list Ela Township, oh wait, no, I'm sorry, 2. I know it's in here.
Yeah, it's in the football one, it's not in the baseball one.
Okay, well, that's weird, because I thought they were both exactly the same, so
Yeah.
something must have happened, but I'll check that out and make sure it's added.
Okay.
Because I know that when they go, Ela Township does go on their sponsor banners. Their name, Ela Township is on
Yeah,
there.
it just wasn't, Ela Township's not listed on either website, and it's on the football one as well, and we're not listed on their website as
It
well.
is under sponsors.
Mhm.
Well, I know it was at one point. Okay, I'll check it out.
Yeah, so just want to make sure that, and they do provide the nonprofit certificate as well with this, because that's all we license. They have to have that to play on the fields. We passed that they have to be a nonprofit.
So I don't recall that.
To use our parks, we said,
Oh, for a part of the,
yeah. So I'm sure that's on file as well.
we have it, but I don't know that we have it, but I know that, well, I know for sure baseball is, but.
Okay. Okay. And just when was the last time these were updated, the amounts, the per occurrence, the bodily injury, and are those updated or just?
That's been standard for the last couple of years.
Okay.
And baseball has more than that, and so does football, actually. That's the minimum requirements.
Thank you.
Okay. So we're doing baseball. Number 12, Lucy.
Got it.
Do we have a motion and a second?
Yeah,
Okay.
uh-huh.
Any other questions?
Yes.
Any other
Okay.
questions? No?
Sorry.
Trustee Bowman?
Yes.
Trustee Sam?
Yes.
Trustee Fordique?
Yes.
Trustee Wilhite?
Yes, with changes.
Abstain?
Yes, with changes that we spoke about.
Okay. And Supervisor Conklin?
Yes. Okay, next is the 2025 Lake Zurich Flames Field contract. Can we get a motion to approve the contract for 2025 with a yearly maintenance fee of $4,000?
Motion.
Second.
Any questions? Okay, Lucy, we call the roll, please.
Trustee Bowman?
Yes.
Trustee Wilhite?
Yes.
Trustee Fordique?
Yes.
Trustee Sands?
Yes.
And Supervisor Conklin?
Yes. Next, generator grant bid award. Can we get a motion to approve Kelsel Burnett Company for installation of the generator at the community center in the amount of $131,550?
One question we were going to look into,
I have the answer.
adding a maintenance program to this. Okay.
Right, so the bid's for this,
Right.
and then we can add a 5-year extended warranty for $650, which would be a separate purchase from this. Okay?
But it's still under the total grant, which is what we were trying to consolidate.
Yes.
Terrific. Nice job.
Motion?
Got a motion?
Second?
Second.
A second.
Okay. Any other questions?
So just to be clear for everyone, we had budgeted $200,000. The grant was for up to 80%. Is that correct?
No.
Just again, for clarity, that we have a certain amount, but the grant was for a certain amount. We're coming in way under basically.
Grant was $150,000.
Right.
And it was 60/40, I believe, right? Or 75/25? Okay.
75/25.
Okay.
Just to clarify that.
Right, so we won't,
budget, yeah.
yeah, beat that.
Thank
So
you.
we had 4 bids, and one
Since
says,
we were under the 150, we looked into adding the extended warranties in this program.
Right.
I don't have a second.
Second.
Thank you.
any other questions? All right, Lucy, we call the roll, please.
Trustee Bowman?
Yes.
Trustee Wilhite?
Yes.
Trustee Fordique?
Yes.
Trustee Sands?
Yes.
And Supervisor Conklin?
Yes. Next is the Town Hall project. I'd like to get a motion to approve Virgilio and Associates in amount not to exceed $5,500 for site documents to repair, and should read, the facade and balcony slabs.
Motion.
Second.
Any questions?
Did we get other bids?
No. He's already working on the staircase, and so we're trying to roll this into one project with the facade, the staircases, etc., and the balcony issues into one. So,
And the bricks, right?
yes, that's the facade. Yes.
And these are local.
Yes.
The names.
Okay. Do we have any motions?
Got it all.
All right. Any other questions? All right. We call the roll, please.
Trustee Bowman?
Yes.
Trustee Lillard?
Yes.
Trustee Buford DK?
Yes.
Trustee Sams?
Yes.
Supervisor Conway?
Yes. Next is board meeting security. Can we have a motion to enter into an intergovernmental agreement with the Village of Kildare Police Department?
Motion.
Second. Pick one.
Retirement.
Any questions? Okay, hearing none. Lucy, will you call the roll, please?
Okay. Trustee Bowman?
Yes.
Trustee Buford DK?
Yes.
You won out that time. Okay. Trustee Sams?
Yes.
Trustee Wilhite? And
Yes.
Supervisor Conway?
Yes. Okay, moving on. Board budget fiscal year ending March 31st, 2026. Can we have a motion to approve this tentative budget for the purpose of conducting business on or after April 1st, 2025, pending final approval of budget and appropriations ordinance at a later date?
Motion.
I'll second.
Okay.
Questions?
We talked about a lot of changes on the COW meeting and had updates and all,
Yes?
because there was things, we just haven't had another meeting to discuss this. And I don't feel comfortable approving this without going over what we discussed at the COW meeting, making sure everything was done.
Well, as we mentioned at the COW meeting, this is tentative. Changes can still be made until the final budget is made and approved at the May board meeting. Because we know that we still are waiting for the MGT salary study to come in and be finalized, and we're waiting for their final report. So we still have to review the salaries, but we need to approve a tentative budget in order to continue paying bills on April 1st. So this can all be changed. I hope not all of it, but we can make changes to it and put in officially at the May board meeting when we have a public hearing.
Which was discussed at the county.
I understand that, but giving 3 days to look at this wasn't a lot of time to do that.
Well, the changes, there weren't that many changes, and we discussed the changes at the meeting, so
Is there any particular one that you have an issue with? Or?
It's just a lot to
Okay,
go
can y'all
over.
speak to the mic, because
I
it's
am.
hard for me to
Yeah.
Larry, what did you just say? So everybody can hear, could you speak in the mic?
I just asked if there was any particular item that she had concern with, but as discussed at the COW meeting, this is a preliminary approval and can be adjusted at any time prior to the final vote.
And when is the salary survey going to be ready?
before the COW meeting.
Okay.
So we can review it by then.
Okay. Thank you.
For the COW meeting, and we have to have the budget, our final budget, available to the public 30 days ahead.
Right.
So that's why this is taking place now, so we can pay bills.
I get it. It just would have been helpful last week, but I understand.
So I just want to clarify the last page, which is 21, in case there's some questions. Now this might be hard to follow along, but I want to explain it as best as I can. If you look at the, let's look at the, last column, 25 to 26, the second to the last grouping of numbers, which is 3 numbers, 11,329,000. Okay, that is our projected. That's a combination of our projected carryover from this year. It also includes any income we take in from the municipalities, the bus, programming, and our tax bills. Come to 11 million. Okay? All right. Now that's including carryover, but that carryover number could still change because we're still paying bills in March. Okay, just so everybody knows that. And we're estimating B is all budgeted expenses right now, including all capital improvement dollars, should we spend them all, which we haven't in the past, but if all the trucks come in, if, okay? So we have these carryover balance to next year of $3,128,000. So far, everybody follows that?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Okay, good. The question comes with the last two columns, the last two line items, rather. It makes, the way it reads, which this is a stock report from BSNA. So when you read this, it looks as if at the end of, it really looks like at the end of next year we would have a carryover of $10 million, which is incorrect. Okay? So I'm just trying to be transparent about all this. That's not correct. But what it does is it takes, that $10 million is actually adding our income, our carryover income twice. So if you take the $10 million, which it shows there, and you subtract the $7 million from the activity ending 3/31/25, it equals C, which is the $3,128,000, which I shouldn't have said C because that doesn't mean anything to you. So it's the $10 million minus the number above it equals the number above that. Does that make any sense?
Yes.
Right? Do you follow that? Okay. So any questions?
No.
Okay. Then we have a motion and a
So
second.
the point of you clarifying this was to...
So that nobody thinks that we have $10 million carryover budget next year. We're only going to have $3 million. Should we get every dollar that we're expecting to get that equals the $11 million? And should we spend every dollar that we got, which is $8 million, which we don't usually do either? But that would be $3 million.
And Doug, have you had a chance to review this?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and that's what we talked about this. Is the embedded formula in the software always takes beginning fund balance plus net income equals ending fund balance.
Okay.
So, and that's what's happening here, because what we're doing is we put the beginning fund balance, like Gloria explained, in that estimated revenue number. So it's taking beginning plus what we're estimating current year, and effectively adding it into the revenue. But the formula that goes back and says, oh, I got a beginning fund balance down here, and then it adds it back in again. So it's doubled up. So, and the point of clarity that she's making, we're not going to have $10 million.
Right.
It would be
We're going to have 3.1.
Right, and that's the average reserves, that's current average year.
That's less than half a year. Right.
What would you agree to?
If we spend everything, right?
Thank you. Thanks for the clarification.
Okay, so Lucy, we call the roll, please.
Okay, trustee Bowman?
Yes.
Trustee Chance?
Yes.
Supervisor Conrad?
Yes.
Trustee Uforike?
Yes.
Trustee Silva?
Yes.
Okay, last but not least, grant applications. As we discussed at the COW meeting, assuming everybody submitted those last couple documents that we needed, we would move forward with providing them with the money that we discussed. And we did receive that documentation as we requested. So I need a motion to approve the following grant applications subject to final budget, fiscal year ending March 31st, 26.
Motion.
Second.
Would you like me to read the donation amounts?
Yes.
Is it ending 26 or 25, fiscal year 25?
Fiscal year ending 26. Because we're in fiscal year ending 25 right now.
Right, I thought we were paying it out of 25.
No, we already paid money out of 25.
Okay.
This is for 26.
Okay.
I said that. She's going to read it out loud.
Okay. So for Safe Place, $3,000. Big Brothers Big Sisters, $1,000. Center for Enriched Living, $1,000. Emmaus House of Hospitality, $15,000. Erie Family Health, $1,000. Joni's Closet, $2,500. LTBSA Challenger Division, $2,500. Nicasa, $2,000. North Suburban Legal Aid Clinic, $2,000. Pans Lake County, $5,000. And Wings, $1,000, for a total of $36,000. So we have a motion?
Is this okay to share? Or is it?
Well, this is, again, pending, nothing changes with the budget. So I would wait till May, till final approval. Okay?
Thank you.
This is, give us a number to slot into the grant application
Budget.
for the budget. Okay? We have a first and a second? Okay, any other questions?
Just was going to say, and we base these decisions on how many residents were served by this. They're not just taken by their application. Three-quarter did a great job of making sure that happens. So thanks.
Okay. Anything else? Okay, Lucy, we call the roll?
Trustee Bowman?
Yes.
Trustee Forte?
Yes.
Trustee Wilhite?
Yes.
Trustee Sands?
Yes.
And Supervisor Conklin?
Yes. Any reason for executive session? Okay, seeing none, can we have a motion to adjourn?
Motion.
Second.
Lucy, we call the roll?
Trustee Bowman?
Yes.
Trustee Forte?
Yes.
Trustee Wilhite? Yes. Trustee Sands?
Yes.
And Supervisor Conklin?
Yes. Good night, everybody.
And the enforcement.
Thank you.